In a small coastal town, where the sea always seemed louder than the people, stood an old clock shop at the corner of the main square. Inside, the air smelled of brass, oil, and silence. And in that silence lived a man named Elias Rowan, the clockmaker. No one knew his age, no one remembered when he had opened the shop. But everyone knew one thing: every clock that passed through his hands never ticked quite the same again. Elias wasn't just fixing clocks, he was listening to them. When people brought their broken watches, he didn't ask how they had stopped. He asked when. When did it stop, he'd say gently, eh? And depending on their answer, he'd nod, as if understanding something deeper than just the mechanics inside. One day, a young woman named Clara entered the shop. She carried an old pocket watch that had belonged to her father. "It stopped the day he died," she said softly. "I've tried everything, it just won't start again." Elias took the watch in his frail hands. He opened it, looked at the delicate gears, and smiled sadly. "The spring is fine," he murmured. "The heart just doesn't want to move." She frowned, confused. "It's just a watch." He looked up at her, his eyes tired but bright. "Nothing that marks time is ever just a thing." He worked on it for hours, polishing, winding, and whispering words only he could hear. When he was done, the watch still didn't tick. "I'm sorry," she said, disappointment in her voice. But Elias shook his head. "Come back tomorrow," he said. "Sometimes time just needs to remember where it left you." That night the shop stayed dark, no light from the window, no sound from the dozens of clocks that lined the walls. The next morning the people of the town noticed something strange. All the clocks in the square had stopped, every single one of them, at 3:17 a.m. And the old clockmaker's door was locked with a single note pinned to it. It read, "I fixed them all, but now I must rest." They found Elias seated at his workbench, his head resting gently on folded arms. The pocket watch he'd been repairing lay beside him, ticking again. And at that exact moment, every clock in town started ticking once more, perfectly in sync. Clara kept that watch for the rest of her life. It never stopped again. And every night, at 3:17, it made a sound softer than a heartbeat, like a whisper reminding her that time isn't what passes, it's what stays. Time doesn't heal by moving forward, but by staying with us, holding on to the moments and people we loved and lost. It remembers. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more stories that explore the heart of what it means to be human.